My Friend Pedro places the highest priority on the things that matter. From the moment you take the reins, character movement, aiming, and traversal quickly fall into place. It's these core elements that make it instantly memorable. Each area introduces a new mechanic or challenge. Given the speed of combat, nailing the controls and sense of momentum are two huge, necessary wins for a title that knows exactly what it is. Like a side-scrolling Hotline Miami mixed with a John Woo action flick, My Friend Pedro's deceptive simplicity will continuously surprise. I couldn't help but smile whenever I'd slow-motion dive through a window, unleashing my shotgun with reckless abandon. There's a pleasing amount of variation to the combat. I've never seen such inventive use of a frying pan. Ultimately, it's a simple premise, but one that absolutely delivers on almost every level. As you progress through each chapter, you're frequently presented with fresh ideas. You're never quite sure what the hook of a particular level is going to be, but when it clicks, it's extremely satisfying. These can take the form of platforming challenges, new weapons, enemies with different tactics, or something truly out of left field, like a rideable skateboard. Whether you're blazing through the streets on a motorbike, using zip lines to smash through windows, or crushing enemies with a well-placed barrel, My Friend Pedro offers plenty of ways to dispatch your foes. But it goes beyond mere level design and combat mechanics. There's a real sense of momentum here as you move through each level. The ranking system encourages repeat playthroughs, and you'll find yourself regularly hitting the record button to capture some absurd feat of John Wick-esque dexterity. There's an almost undefinable secret sauce which can make a game feel just right. Sometimes this takes the form of intelligently mapped controls, or solid audio design that creates a totally immersing experience. In the case of My Friend Pedro, it's the ease with which you can string together complex movement and gunplay that creates an almost balletic sense of rhythm. One sequence had me transition from quickfire wall jumping into a slow-motion dive. Blasting dual-wielded pistols, I dove through a window, grabbed a rope, and swung down through a second pane of glass, knocking down one enemy with a swift kick to the head, whilst split-aiming at and subsequently executing a second foe. Achieving this didn't require any kind of hand-cramping button manipulation. There was no context-sensitive prompts. This game goes out of its way to make you feel cool. If we're entering nitpick territory, I suppose I could level a slight complaint against the visuals on Switch. There has clearly been some compromises made, particularly in texture detail and lighting, to get it running at a decent frame rate. However, I should point out that this is by no means a bad-looking game. The slightly bland backgrounds and character models are designed to put the action front and centre. I'm glad that the player character really pops from the environment, which is especially handy when the action ramps up. To be honest, I'm struggling to find stuff I don't like. The lack of voice acting is a shame, especially considering how brilliant and genuinely funny much of the advertising has been. If there's something truly annoying to be found here, it's that the voice actor of the banana from the launch trailer didn't make it across to the final game. I have absolutely loved my time with My Friend Pedro, and the opportunity to explore new traversal mechanics, weapons, etc. seems almost limitless. The 2.5D style perspective makes a world of sense, so there's no need to reinvent the wheel there. I'd love to see more environmental hazards that push your timing and reflexes beyond don't fall down this gap. I could see a grapple gun working particularly well, especially when combined with the slow motion functionality and your ability to split aim. With a slightly pulled back camera and perhaps less linear level design, campaign co-op could also be an incredible addition. Synchronized kills, alternate paths. A sequel to My Friend Pedro could end up being the side-scrolling Army of Two reboot we never asked for, but absolutely deserve. At this point, some kind of sequel is surely a given. My Friend Pedro is a satisfying combination of slick player movement and thrilling combat. One of the best games of the year.